And I'm live. As simple as that. This is my very first time going live here on YouTube. I don't know what to expect. I don't really watch many YouTubers, and I guess this makes me one now. So I've been doing a lot on TikTok. Matter of fact, I have a contest for my followers on TikTok, and who knows? Maybe this will be another way for them to enter the contest to join me here on a live here on YouTube. So not sure even where eye lines are best for YouTube. Should I be looking straight into the camera or whatnot? Don't know where to expect a live stream from you. Should there be one? It looks like there's just me. Oh, there's two people. There's more than one person here finally. Don't know where to see the chat. If you'd like to chat, go ahead and I guess who are our participants? It's just me, I think. Can I say hi to everybody in a chat? Sure. Just saying hi if you have anything to add right there. You know, the main reason I'm doing this is because I saw something that said this is a day to launch things, December 21st. And I was neglectful in planning anything. Dave DeWeese, how are you? Test chat. Thank you so much, Dave. It works. And so, like I said, here we are. I do TikTok. I go live every day, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, weekdays. And then I go on Instagram right after that. And I figured, why not go live elsewhere? So at least you and I here, David, you know, I should have shaved. That's one problem I forget about. When I go live, it's not just like hopping on and making a post. It's actually something that somebody can see for time immemorium. Hello, my wife Sam just stepped into the room. I'm doing my first ever YouTube live, honey.
Oh, fantastic.
She's excited, and I just got a text.
Tell YouTube hello.
Sam says to tell YouTube hello. I really don't know what this means. I'm not sure what I'll do with it. My intent is to find more ways to connect with viewers, to create content, and to find other people for whom to create content. So, dang good, Bill. Happy solstice. I've done the beard thing too. Well, I did the beard thing. Like I had a big scraggly one in October, and then I shaved it off because I had an audition. But it's the holidays, so I've gotten lazy. But I forget when I'm live streaming that I'm kind of performing. So I'm going to try to remember to shave before I do that. But I'm glad at least I've already gotten feedback. And I find out that you celebrate solstice. And that's fantastic too. And is it solstice just today? I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure when that started. I wanted to actually make a solstice joke on something earlier today. But I didn't. Because I didn't want to seem ignorant. Actually, there was a guy who refused to wear a mask in a bookstore, and I added the comment, hello, fellow book shoppers. Imagining that's what he said when he walked in there. But then somebody was like, Merry Christmas. And I was like, I'll bet that guy was over there solstice shopping, and he was just trolling the guy as he walked out of the bookstore. But that was fun and interesting for me. So then I guess when I'm done with this live stream, I guess it becomes permanent and on the record, so people who are following me and subscribing to me see it. I would love it if you folks add a comment, because I'm having fun chatting with Dave, and that's awesome for me. But if you would like to make some comments, I'll be able to refer to that the next time I go live. I'll figure out a time. Maybe every day I can start going live right around 3 o'clock. It's 2:42 right now. This is the first YouTube live jive. I've posted some live jives that I used to do on Facebook here before, but this is definitely the first. And I'm running out of. I don't want to take up your time since I don't have any content. I have nothing planned, and there's not many people here to have a back and forth with. I don't want to. Dave, if you're still here, I don't want to exhaust you and asking me questions and whatnot. Danielle, who remembers, oh yeah, of course, is at work. I'll have to point her at the recording. Please do tell her I said hi. I miss you guys. I miss Improv Trick in St. Louis. I miss the basement there at Cherokee, and you and your whole family. I really do. I miss Uncle Bill's Pancake House the most this time of year, because I would go there like after a holiday show, after anything. My wife, Samantha Cott, is here on my very first. Oh my goodness. She doesn't join me on my lives. Sometimes she does on my lives when I'm on TikTok, but now here she is on YouTube. Thank you, honey. I would say that's good for a first live stream. There's 4 people now here. I don't know who those people are. There's some extra people besides Dave and Samantha. For those of you who are here, hello and thank you, and I welcome you. I don't even know how to share this. I wonder if there's even a where. Ooh, there is. There's an arrow down here, and I could share it, and I could share it onto Facebook. That's interesting. I don't know if it's pausing my stream. Is it at all? No, it doesn't look like it is, and it's supposedly. I'm saying I'm on YouTube live for the first time, and here too, I guess. I'm just sending it out, posting to Facebook. So I guess there's probably a way, I'm sure, to send it to all the places at once. I don't know. There's no way to send it. I can send it to Goo and Mix and all those other platforms that I'm not on. Sam says, hey, Dave. Well, that's exciting. At least I have you guys watching. And I didn't expect many. I was like, I wanted to launch something. They said launch something on December 21st. I'm going to launch several other things. Once I'm done with this, just you watch. I'm going to launch things like crazy. I'll maybe send out a new email from Improv Trick because I haven't done that in a while. I owe a lot of people a check-in and an update. So I think I'll get working on that. And maybe this will be the end of this very first live, but maybe there's folks on Facebook. So I'm going to check in on Facebook and see if maybe people are commenting there or just to see how it shows up. Because I don't know how it goes. Here's Ivan from TikTok. Ivan, how are you? I'm curious, did you get here because you subscribed to me a while back when I said check the link on my bio? You're the best, Ivan. You've been so supportive, and I've watched you grow on TikTok, and I'm so proud of you. So I like this is working. This is working out pretty well as our first live jive. I'm checking Facebook now just to see what it looks like when I share a live jive. I'm curious whether it's streaming right there or not, or does it just direct you to there with a thumbnail? I have no idea. I'm really curious. It says you're a part of my live stream, my first live stream. That's exciting. We might get a few extra people here. Should I share it on Twitter? Why not? I guess this is how I learn, right? This is how you learn how to do things. And I am learning, my friends. I'm learning and burning. Let's see here. Join me live for the next 10 minutes. So 2:56. I'll pop out of here. But this is exciting. I just tweeted it out. So now there's an even larger audience potentially finding us here on my very first live stream. We've got Samantha, we've got Dave, we've got myself, we got Ivan. Ivan, I don't know if you're still here or whether you were just popping in to say wonderful things, and that's nice too. I also have to remember not to scratch my eyes anytime, but especially not when I'm live. Okay, good. You're still here. So we got the 3 of you. It's odd how you can't like necessarily click into that to figure out who is participants. There we go. And there's a pop-out chat. And there's some other toggle thing. What is that all about? It says toggle timestamp. I don't know. Why would I even need that? But I do like the pop-out chat idea. Oh, no, that closes my face. That's too involved, I think. I'm happy enough to have it there on the right-hand side of the screen. Is this crazy? Is it? Because I don't know. I feel like, well, I said I was going to stay on for 10 minutes, so why not? And 10 is a mystical number. It's 5 times 2, and 5 is a mystical number. I'm sure we're all aware of that. Thank you. Somebody gave me a thumbs up, I suppose. If anybody else who's live wants to, I bet you it was Ivan. That seems like an Ivan thing to do. But Ivan, if you haven't yet, give me a thumbs up, please. Sam, if you might have been the one that gave me the thumbs up. You're my wife. You try to be supportive in every way, and you always achieve it. And Dave, if you haven't, you can give me a thumbs up too, because I guess more thumbs up will push this out. Like I'm fighting against people with 1 million people on their YouTube. Not fighting with them, but I guess, battling for their attention. I have 2 thumbs up. There we go. There's 2 thumbs up on a live jive. The first ever YouTube live jive. The first time I've been on YouTube with this backing behind me, which is also pretty exciting and pretty exhilarating. Also, anytime I want to say anything right now, I can do it. What are you going to do for Christmas? A great question, Ivan. Thank you for that. Sam and I are going to make a pork loin. We are going to wake up with Izzy. Well, first, my family celebrates Christmas the night before. And so we're going to take a little bit of that tradition and mash it up with Sam's family's tradition. So we'll open up one present on Christmas Eve. And then the next morning, we'll also have pizza. You can't open your present until you've had a piece of pizza. And then the next morning, we'll have our pork loin, or we'll have that in the afternoon, the evening. And just, have some fun spending time together as a family, which we get a chance to do every weekend now. Pretty soon I'm going to be back teaching my classes, not in person for quite some while, but online. So it's going to be busier. I won't have all my weekends. So I'm going to cherish these weekends to the best of my ability. And I'm good at cherishing things. I don't know if you've been following me a while, but like I cherish. If you're wondering what that noise is, it's a red rubber ball. A high bounce pinky, as a matter of fact. And it's amazing what you can do. You can just hold it like that and make it vanish. That was probably the easiest trick in the... Oh, it's behind your screen right there. Is that amazing? I'm pretty amazed by what I was just able to do here on YouTube. Here for another 6 minutes, because I said I was going to go for another 10 minutes, and it's now 2:50, so at 2:56, we'll be done. Dave DeWeese says, mind blown. You've always been a very gracious audience member, Dave. I appreciate that. Well, this is really fun. I can't believe that it just took a couple clicks of a button, and I haven't done this before. As much as I love going live on Facebook, and as much as I love going live on TikTok, and as much as I love going live on Instagram, I can't believe it's taken me this long. I don't know what those emojis mean at all, Ivan. You speak another language than me in Teen Talk with the emojis. It looks like an emoji holding something green, a Christmas tree, I'm hoping, and then a guy going peace, which I assume is, yeah. So thank you for that, Ivan. I appreciate it. 2:51. I'm just killing time. I probably shouldn't say that. I'll probably lose viewers at this point in retrospect here on YouTube. But I'm having fun. This does feel fun. Yeah. Oh, there was two guys doing that. 2 guys holding the green or snapping. Is that snapping maybe? Snap, snap, peace, peace. I like the snaps and I like the peace. We had a lot of fun on the TikTok live jive. There was a random one this weekend, and I started telling fortunes, which is something I don't do that often. It's a skill I kind of picked up doing magic, and it's not a psychic ability, but I am able to help people come to conclusions about the life around them and to be more aware of the world around them. And maybe it's the way that I talk with people. It was kind of fun. It's not something I will offer all the time because it was very exhausting. It took a lot of my energy, a lot of my mental energy. And also, I don't want people to start looking at me as though I'm this person who's like some sage person who's reading minds, because that's not what I'm doing. But it's an ability to help people focus on what's going on in their life and to kind of shortcut to that. And that was interesting. So that was fun. I'll do more of that. Not too much more of it. Like I said, I don't want to be branded like this person. Like, I don't want people coming to me telling me that they want me to solve their problems in their life, because I seem like I'm already making people laugh, and that's a good service. I shouldn't have to figure out the rest of it for them. Don't you agree? 2:53. I'll be on for 3 more minutes. If anybody wants to ask a question or say anything or make a shout out to anybody, now's the time. I guess I will have gone live for more than 15 minutes by the time this is over. That's way longer than anything I've ever put on YouTube. I've done some magic, which is to say I uploaded some magic that was shot at Flappers Comedy Club. But I think the longest cut from that I put on was 10 or 11 minutes. I don't think I put out anything 15 minutes because what I was told when this app started up, people don't want anything longer than about 2 minutes, which is why I didn't understand why people want to go live for just 2 minutes because what can you get achieved in that time? But I do understand that going live is a completely different thing here on YouTube. And probably the more I do it, the more I'll understand. But then the question is, how often do you go live on YouTube? Do you go once a day? Do you go once a week? Probably have to go a lot as I'm trying to establish a YouTube. And do I have the time for that? I think I'll find the time. What is your favorite TikTok? Oh, man. The questions about what is my favorite is tough. I like when people say, like, have you ever done this or have you ever done that? And I'm like, yeah, I have, or no, I haven't. And then I can talk about it. But my favorite, that's a very good question, Ivan, because we all want suggestions of new things on TikTok to discover. Let me go through some of the people that I'm following, and I'll tell you. I won't pick a favorite because I'm just going through a list right now. Does that seem fair? It seems fair to me. Will they block this content on YouTube because I'm talking about TikTokers? All right. So some people that I'm following include my friend Jonathan Zadok, who's a swell guy. And he's at Jonathan Zadok, Zadok. He does music and a bunch of fun stuff. He does original songs and comedy. That's good. Paul McCartney, he's pretty cool, and he's on TikTok. Da 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 da. And what's crazy is I probably don't know a lot of these people by name because I see them by their face. Like that ginger marketer, he's one of my favorite people. But there's a woman who I think is even better at TikTok tips, and she has blonde hair. But for the life of me, I cannot remember her name because she's always, TikTok tips. And I'm like, I love her. Julie Burke is hilarious. She does some political commentary, and she took improv classes with me at one point, long ago. Diplo, it's 256. Who everybody should be following is Peter Murrieta, one of the exec producers of Wizards of Waverly Place. Very sweet guy, and he's probably not wanting to be that active on that platform. I don't know if he's even created any content for it, but he's joined me on live jives there on my lives on TikTok, and I enjoy that. Let's see. Of course, you should be following Francis Forever. They're amazing. Henry Winkler was the Fonz, and he's on TikTok. I haven't been riveted by his TikToks yet, but I'm so excited to see somebody from my youth, which, by the way, people always say this. When they see me on TikTok, they recognize me as Mr. Larry Tate or as Thomas from The Ringer, and they're like, you're bringing back so many memories. And it's been so long since I've been affected that way by something, but just this week on The Mandalorian, and I won't spoil it for anyone, but there was a major moment from my childhood on The Mandalorian, and I was like, don't mention it in the chat, don't spoil it for anybody, but I was really, really amazed. And apart from my early childhood, Ivan, when I was younger than you, and you're 13, I believe, I was even younger than that when the first Star Wars came out. And to see elements of that, and there had been elements of that first Mandalorian, the first season even, that made me feel like I was in the universe, really, really deeply in the universe of the original of A New Hope. So that's given me a new appreciation for how people might feel when they see Mr. Larry Tate again. Hey, this guy from my past who seems to not have aged at all. Dave DeWeese, I recall a lunch with you in St. Louis at which you made a waitress a hero to her children by serving food to Mr. Larry Tate. Isn't that weird how sometimes just by being me, just by being someplace, and just you, whoever you are, whoever is watching this, whether it's those of our friends who are watching live or people who may be watching this years later, sometimes just your presence in someone else's life is enough to make a difference. That's something pretty special. And you may not even know you did it. There may be some time that I did a kindness to somebody and they recognized who I was, and that made it an extra kindness. That feels good to know. That was a realization just hit me right now. I'm almost about to cry. I don't want to be one of those YouTubers. Papa Squash, Robin, who is Francis Forever's partner. Do 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 do. Perez Hilton just got bounced from TikTok. Shane Hartline, somebody I know from the world of improv also. It's amazing how many improvisers were perfectly built to do TikTok and jokes on social media. So Shane Hartline's another one, Hartline. He just hit another major milestone on TikTok, I believe. So those are some people that I like to follow. It may not be people you like to follow. It's not Pokemon, Ivan. So it may not appeal to you. Arabelle, how are you? Good to see you. And it's easier when your actual screen name matches up with your name. I'm just about to close this off. I'll probably end it at 3 o'clock, which is in one more minute, but I want to thank you. Another familiar face joining me here. I didn't know if anybody, I know you're Xerexio, but remember that I've been saying your name correctly, Arabelle. But I was like, hey, now it says Arabelle when you're on TikTok, so I know it. I am doing fantastic. I'm launching something big and launching something new, which is just going live on YouTube. It's something small, but it is something big. I'm alive, but I'm dead. But I'm alive, and I'm live. And it's 3 o'clock, so I'll tell you what. I am going to set this as a healthy boundary for myself. Check out and say thank you so much, folks. Your brother actually had to delete TikTok. Oh, no. That's not good. I'm sad. I have not figured out how to go live yet, and I've been on here for 6 years. It's easy. You just click a button. You look for a camera where there's a plus sign, and then you have to click a couple buttons, but you don't have to install anything. You don't have to do anything fancy, and I'm blessed to be here live with you. I've been on here for 6 years. Oh, yeah, I already read that. All right. Anyway, thank you for joining me on my very first YouTube live jive. Well, actually, you know what? Let's round it out. I'll go until 23 because it's my favorite number. And then I'll end the live jive right there at 23 minutes. Because 23 is my favorite number, and my favorite color is blue. And anybody who's entering the contest on TikTok that I'm holding knows that. It's 23 minutes. I'm ending it now. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I'll be back on YouTube a lot more because it's easy.